Please welcome to the stage ALA President Emily Drabinski.
Good morning, people who love books as much as I do. I am Emily Drabinski, President of the American Library Association. Welcome. Welcome to the 2024 announcement of the American Library Association's Youth Media Awards. It's a pleasure to be here in Baltimore to share with you what has become known as the premier event for the recognition of books and media for children and young adults. In fact, among the highlights of serving as ALA president is having the unique opportunity to participate in today's announcements, as well as being among the very first to know which titles and artists have been chosen the best of the best in materials produced for youth. I love a secret. I would like to welcome members of the media, our publishing colleagues, and especially all of the young people, kids and teens. Oscar, if you're out there watching in your libraries, classrooms, and homes, we're thrilled you'll be able to join us. On behalf of the ALA and its executive board, I want to thank our YMA award committees who worked so hard, and I mean hard, to select today's recipients. Your hard work will assist in our goal to foster the next generation of avid readers through individual opportunity and community progress. This year, we will announce 22 awards that recognize the best selections in books and media for children and young adults. Please note that due to the short production time between the selection of award recipients and this morning's announcements, presentation slide information was cited from the copyright page of selected titles and from covers of selected media. In some cases, cited information may have changed since the material was published or produced. In such cases, publishers and producers will have an opportunity to update their information after our announcements. Also, due to time constraints, we will only announce titles during today's event and will provide brief summaries of winning titles within award press materials and web pages posted to ala.org shortly after today's announcements. Enough of the metadata, right? Now, I would like to introduce Allison Waka, President of the American Indian Library Association, who will begin today's awards with the announcement of the American Indian Youth Literature Awards.
Thank you, Emily. My name is Allison Waka. My clans are Tatnasani, Awasa, and Nakaitane, and I'm very happy and proud and honored to be here today. The American Indian Youth Literature Awards honor the very best writing and illustrations by and about American Indians and Alaska Natives. Books selected present American Indians in the fullness of their humanity in present and past contexts. The awards are announced in even years and are administered by the American Indian Library Association, an affiliate of the American Library Association. Our first American Indian Youth Literature Award category is for Best Picture Book. The committee has selected 5 honor titles, including Celebration by Lily Hope, Tlingit, illustrated by Kelsey Mata-Foot Tlingit, and published by Sealaska Heritage Institute. Contenders by Tracy Sorrell, Cherokee Nation, illustrated by Aragon Star, Kickapoo Tribe, and published by Kokila, an imprint of Penguin Random House. Berry Song, written and illustrated by Michaela Goad, Tlingit Nation, published by Little Brown and Company, a division of Hatchet Book Group. Remember by Joy Harjo, Muskogee Nation, illustrated by Michaela Goad, Tlingit Nation, and published by Random House Studio, an imprint of Random House Children's Books, a division of Penguin Random House. And Rock Your Mocks by Laurel Goodluck, Mandan, Hidatsa, and Shimshian, illustrated by Madeline Goodnight, Chickasaw Nation, and published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. The committee selected 2 2024 picture book winners, Forever Cousins by Laurel Goodluck, Mandan, Hidatsa, and Shimshian, illustrated by Jonathan Nelson, Navajo Dene, and published by Charles Bridge. And A Letter for Bob by Kim Rogers, Wichita and Affiliated Tribes, is still illustrated by Jonathan Nelson, Navajo Dene, and published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Our next category is for Best Middle Grade Book. The award committee has selected 7 middle grade book honor titles. Eagle Drums, written and illustrated by Nusugrak Rainey Hobson, Anu Piak, and published by Roaring Brook Press, a division of Holtzbrink Publishing. Mascot by Tracy Sorrell, Cherokee Nation, and Charles Waters, jacket illustration by Nicole Neidhart, Navajo, and published by Charles Bridge. Jojo McCoon's Fancy Pants by Don Quigley, Turtle Mountain Band of Ojibwe, illustrated by Tara Audibert, Ula Stogwe, and published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Jojo McCoon's Snow Day by Don Quigley, Turtle Mountain Band of Ojibwe, illustrated by Tara Audibert, Ula Stogwe, and published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. She Persisted, Maria Tallchief by Christine Day, Upper Skagit, illustrated by Alexandra Boyger and Jillian Flint, and published by Philomel Books, an imprint of Penguin Random House. She Persisted, Wilma Mankiller by Tracy Sorrell, Cherokee Nation, illustrated by Alexandra Boyger and Jillian Flint, and published by Philomel Books, an imprint of Penguin Random House. And She Persisted, Deb Holland by Laurel Goodluck, Mandan Hidatsa, and Shimshian, illustrated by Alexandra Boyger, Jillian Flint, and published by Philomel Books, an imprint of Penguin Random House. The 2024 American Indian Youth Literature Award for Best Middle Grade Book is We Still Belong by Christine Day, Upper Skagit, cover art by Madeline Goodnight, Chickasaw Nation, and published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Our last category is the American Indian Youth Literature Award for Best Young Adult Book. The committee has selected 5 honor titles. Warrior Girl on Earth by Angeline Bully, Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians. Jacket illustrations by Michaela Goad, Tlingit Nation, and published by Henry Holt and Company, a trademark of Macmillan Publishing Group. Funeral Songs for Dying Girls by Cherie Demeline, Métis, published by Tundra Books, an imprint of Tundra Book Group, a division of Penguin Random House of Canada Limited. Man-Made Monsters by Andrea L. Rogers, Cherokee Nation, illustrated by Jeff Edwards, Cherokee Nation, and published by Levine Carrito. Running with Changing Women by Lorinda Martinez Dene, cover designed by Brittany Jean, Navajo, published by Selena Bookshelf. And Heroes of the Water Monster by Brian Young, Navajo Nation, jacket art by Shanto Begay Dene, and published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. The 2024 American Indian Youth Literature Award for Best Young Adult Book is Resball by Byron Graves, Ojibwe, jacket art by Natasha Donovan, Métis, and published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. I would like to thank American Indian Youth Literature Award co-chairs Joy Bridwell, Chippewa Cree Tribe, and Danielle Burbank, Dene, and the rest of the committee for their hard work in making today's selections possible. Will you all stand and be recognized? Now I would like to introduce Jana Ray Cabrera, President of the Asian Pacific American Librarians Association, who will announce the Asian Pacific American Awards for Literature.
Thank you, Allison. The Asian Pacific American Award for Literature is an award that promotes Asian Pacific American culture and heritage. and is awarded based on literary and artistic merit. The award offers 3 youth categories and committees including picture book, children's literature, and youth, young adult literature. The award is administered by the Asian Pacific American Librarians Association, an affiliate of the American Library Association. The Asian Pacific American Award for Best Picture Book Committee has selected 1 honor title. Finding Papa, written by Angela Pham Kranz, illustrated by T. Bowie, and published by HarperCollins. This year's picture book winner is The Truth About Dragons, written by Julie Leung, illustrated by Hannah Cha, and published by Henry Holt & Company, an imprint of Macmillan Publishing Group. I would like to thank Asian Pacific American Award for Literature Picture Book co-chairs Hannah Park and Cynthia Maria Roscoe and the committee members for their hard work. Will you all please stand and be recognized? The Asian Pacific American Award for Children's Literature Committee has selected 1 honor title, Parachute Kids, a graphic novel. Written and illustrated by Betty C. Tang and published by Graphics, an imprint of Scholastic Inc. The Asian Pacific American Award for Children's Literature is Ruby Lost and Found. Written by Christina Lee and published by Quill Tree Books, an imprint of HarperCollins. I would like to thank Asian Pacific American Award for Children's Literature Chair Florence Tang and the committee members for their hard work. Will you all please stand and be recognized? The Asian Pacific American Award for Youth Young Adult Literature Committee selected 1 honor title. In Limbo, written by Deb J.J. Lee and published by First Second, an imprint of Roaring Brook Press, a division of Holt Sprink Publishing Holdings Limited Partnership. The Asian Pacific American Award for Youth Young Adult Literature is I'd Rather Burn Than Bloom. Written by Shannon C.F. Rogers and published by Faywell and Friends, an imprint of Macmillan Publishing Group. I would like to thank Asian Pacific American Award for Youth Young Adult Literature Chair Helen Lee and the committee members for their hard work. Will you all please stand and be recognized? Also, I would like to thank the Asian Pacific American Award for Literature co-chairs, Candice Wing-Yi Mack, Zoe McLaughlin, and Sandy Wee, for their hard work within all 3 categories. Will you all please stand and be recognized? Now, I would like to introduce Michelle Margolis, President of the Association of Jewish Libraries, who will announce the Sidney Taylor Book Award.
Thank you, Jana. The Sidney Taylor Book Award is presented annually to outstanding books for children and teens that authentically portray the Jewish experience. Presented by the Association of Jewish Libraries, an ALA affiliate since 1968, the award encourages the publication and widespread use of quality Judaic literature. Gold medals are presented in 3 categories: picture book, middle grade, and young adult. The committee selected 3 picture book honors. Afikomen, written by Tzipora Cohn, illustrated by Yara Eshet, and published by Groundwood Books. Hanukkah Upside Down, written by Alyssa Brent Weissman, illustrated by Omer Hoffman, and published by Abrams Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Abrams. Hidden Hope, How a Toy and a Hero Saved Lives During the Holocaust, written by Alyssa Boxer, illustrated by Amy June Bates, and published by Abrams Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Abrams. This year's Sidney Taylor Book Award winner for Picture Book is Two New Years, written by Richard Ho, illustrated by Lynn Scurfield, and published by Chronicle Books. The committee selected 4 middle grade honor books. Don't Want to Be Your Monster, written by Deke Moulton, published by Tundra Books, an imprint of Tundra Book Group, a division of Random House Canada. The Jake Show, written by Joshua S. Levy and published by Catherine Teagan Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Not So Shy, written by Noah Nimrodi and published by Carben Publishing, an imprint of Learner Publishing Group. And A Sky Full of Song, written by Susan Lynn Meyer and published by Union Square Kids, an imprint of Union Square and Company. The Sidney Taylor Book Award winner for middle grade is The Dubious Pranks of Shane D. Goodman, written by Mary Lowe and published by Arthur A. Levine, an imprint of Levine Corito. The committee selected 4 young adult honor books: Courage to Dream, Tales of Hope in the Holocaust, written by Neil Schusterman, illustrated by Andres Vera Martinez, and published by Graphics, an imprint of Scholastic Incorporated. Going by Coastal, written by Dahlia Adler, and published by Wednesday Books, an imprint of St. Martin's Publishing Group, a division of Macmillan Publishers. Impossible Escape, the true story of survival and heroism in Nazi Europe, written by Steve Sheinkin and published by Roaring Book Press, an imprint of Macmillan Children's Publishing Group, a division of Macmillan Publishers. And Wrath Becomes Her, written by Aidan Polydoros and published by Inkyard Press, an imprint of Harlequin Trade Publishing, a division of HarperCollins Publishers. The Sidney Taylor Book Award winner for young adult is The Blood Years, written by Alana K. Arnold and published by Balzer and Bray, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Our last award is the Sidney Taylor Body of Work Award. The Association of Jewish Libraries Sidney Taylor Book Award Committee chooses a Body of Work Award winner every 2 to 4 years and recognizes an author or entity who has made a substantial contribution over time to the genre of Jewish children's literature. The 2024 Sidney Taylor Body of Work Award winner is Joni Sussman, a publisher at Carben Publishing, an imprint of Learner Publishing Group, where over the past 20 years, she has brought a broad and diverse range of excellent Jewish picture book and middle grade titles to a significant audience. I would like to thank Sidney Taylor Book Award Chair Aviva Rosenberg and the committee for their hard work. Will you all please stand and be recognized?
I am now pleased to announce the Schneider Family Book Awards. The Schneider Family Book Awards, donated by Dr. Catherine Schneider, honor an author or illustrator for a book that embodies an artistic expression of the disability experience for child and adolescent audiences. The award, administered by the American Library Association, is given annually for the best younger children, middle grades, and teen books, which honor an author or illustrator for the artistic expression of the disability experience for child and adolescent audiences. The committee selected 2 young children's honor books. Dancing Hands, written by Joanna Q. and Karina Marquez, illustrated by Fran Alvarez, and published by Chronicle Books. And What Happened to You, written by James Catchpole, illustrated by Karen George, and published by Little Brown and Company, a division of Hachette Book Group. The recipient of the Schneider Family Book Award for Best Young Children's Book is Henry Like Always, Written by Jen Bailey, illustrated by Mika Song, and published by Chronicle Books. The committee has selected 2 middle grade honor books. Good Different, written by Meg Eden Kuyat and published by Scholastic Press, an imprint of Scholastic Inc. And Simon Sort of Says, written by Aaron Bowe and published by Disney Hyperion, an imprint of Buena Vista Books, Inc. The recipient of the Schneider Family Book Award for Best Middle Grade Book is The Fire, the Water, and Maudie McGinn, written by Sally J. Pla and published by Quill Tree Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. The committee has selected 2 Best Teen Honor Books. Where You See Yourself, written by Claire Forrest and published by Scholastic Press, an imprint of Scholastic Inc. And Tilly in Technicolor, written by Maisie Eddings and published by Wednesday Books, an imprint of St. Martin's Publishing Group. The recipient of the Schneider Family Book Award for Best Teen Book is Forever Is Now, written by Mariama J. Lockington and published by Farrar, Straus Giroux Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Macmillan Publishing Group. I would like to thank award jury co-chairs Susan Hess and Mary Kate Sobleski and the jury for their hard work. Will you all please stand and be recognized? Our next award is the Stonewall Book Awards. Mike Morgan and Larry Roman's Children's and Young Adult Literature Award. Sponsored by the Stonewall Book Awards Children's and Young Adult Committee of the Rainbow Roundtable, the award is given annually to English language books of exceptional merit relating to the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender experience, which we all deserve to read about. The committee chose 4 children's honor books. Desert Queen, written by Jyoti Rajan Gopal, illustrated by Swabu Kohli, and published by Levine Carrillo. Not He or She, I'm Me, written by A.M. Wild, illustrated by Ka Yang Ni, and published by Henry Holt and Company, a division of Macmillan Publishing Group. The Other Woods, written by Justine Pucella Winans, and published by Bloomsbury Children's Books. And Stars in Their Eyes, written by Jessica Walton, illustrated by Ashka, and published by Graphics, an imprint of Scholastic Inc. The 2024 Stonewall Book Awards Mike Morgan and Larry Roman's Children's Award goes to Cross My Heart and Never Lie, written and illustrated by Nora Dasnez, translated by Matt Bagalay, and published by Hippo Park, an imprint of Astra Books for Young Readers. The committee chose 4 young adult honor books. Onder and Santi Were Here, written by Johnny Garzavia and published by Wednesday Books, an imprint of St. Martin's Publishing Group. Imogene Obviously, written by Becky Albertalli and published by Balzer and Bray, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishing. The Long Run, written by James Acker and published by Inkyard Press. And The Spirit Bears Its Teeth, written by Andrew Joseph White and published by Peachtree Teen, an imprint of Peachtree Publishing Company, Inc. And the winner of the 2024 Stonewall Book Awards Mike Morgan and Larry Roman's Young Adult Award is Only This Beautiful Moment, written by Abdi Nassemian and published by Balzer and Bray, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishing. I would like to thank Award Committee Chair Shira Pilarski and the committee for today's selections. Will you all please stand and be recognized? I would now like to introduce Janice Moore Newsom, Chair of the Coretta Scott King Book Awards Roundtable, who will announce the 2024 Coretta Scott King Book Awards. Janice.
Thank you, Emily. The Coretta Scott King Book Awards celebrate and honor Mrs. Coretta Scott King for continuing her husband's work to foster peace and unity among all people. The Coretta Scott King Book Awards Roundtable administers the awards annually. Our first award is the Coretta Scott King Virginia Hamilton Award for Lifetime Achievement. The award is presented in even years to an African-American author, illustrator, or author-illustrator for a body of published books for children and/or young adults, and who has made a significant and lasting literary contribution. The award is named in memory of award-winning children's author Virginia Hamilton. Hamilton wrote more than 35 books throughout her career and received numerous awards, including the Coretta Scott King Book Award, the Newbery Medal, and a host of others. The recipient of the Coretta Scott King Virginia Hamilton Award for Lifetime Achievement is Christopher Paul Curtis. I would like to thank Award Chair Emma K. McNamara and the Coretta Scott King Virginia Hamilton Award for Lifetime Achievement Committee who made today's announcement possible. Will you all please stand and be recognized? Next are the Coretta Scott King Book Awards, which honor African-American authors and illustrators of outstanding books for children and young adults that promote the understanding and appreciation of all people. The committee selected 2 Coretta Scott King John Steptoe Awards for New Talent. This year's recipient for New Talent Illustrator is Brianna Mukadiri Uchendu for We Could Fly, written by Rhiannon Giddens and published by Candlewick Press. This year's recipient for New Talent Author is Jade Adia for There Goes the Neighborhood, published by Hyperion, an imprint of Buena Vista Books, Inc. The committee selected 3 illustrator honor books, Big, illustrated and written by Vasti Harrison, and published by Little Brown and Company, a division of Hachette Book Group, Inc. Holding Her Own, The Exceptional Life of Jackie Orms, illustrated by Shannon Wright, written by Tracy Ian Todd, and published by Orchard Books, an imprint of Scholastic, Inc. And There Was a Party for Langston, illustrated by Jerome Pumphrey and Jared Pumphrey, written by Jason Reynolds, and published by Caitlin DeLuey Books, Athenian Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing. The Coretta Scott King Illustrator Award goes to Dare Coulter for An American Story, written by Kwame Alexander and published by Little Brown Books for Young Readers. Our last award is the Coretta Scott King Author Award. The Coretta Scott King Book Awards Committee chose 3 author honor books: Big, written and illustrated by Vashti Harrison and published by Little Brown and Company, a division of Hachette Book Group, Inc. How Do You Spell Unfair? Magnolia Cox and the National Spelling Bee. Written by Carol Boston Weatherford, illustrated by Frank Morrison, and published by Candlewick Press. And Ken, Rooted in Hope, written by Carol Boston Weatherford, illustrated by Jeffrey Boston Weatherford, and published by Athenian Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing Division. I am pleased to announce the winner of this year's Coretta Scott King Author Award is Ibi Zaboy for Nigeria Jones, published by Bowser and Bray, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. I would like to thank Dr. Lakeisha Darden and the Coretta Scott King Book Awards jury who made today's announcement possible. Please join us in recognizing their hard work. I would now like to introduce Young Adult Library Services Association President Colleen Sizer, who will introduce today's YALSA Award selections.
Thank you, Janice. All right, I'm just gonna take a minute. Okay, all right. Okay. Through networking, advocacy, and professional development, the Young Adult Library Services Association empowers all those involved in the profession to provide equitable, diverse, and inclusive teen services. Now on with the announcement of this year's Alex Awards. All right. The Alex Awards are given to 10 books written for adults that have special appeal to young adults ages 12 through 18. Sponsored by the Margaret A. Edwards Trust and Booklist, and administered by the Young Adult Library Services Association. The awards were first given annually beginning in 1998 and became an official ALA award in 2002. The awards are named after Margaret Alexander Edwards, who was called Alex by her friends. Edwards was a pioneer in young adult librarianship, working with teens for many years at the Enoch Pratt Free Library in Baltimore. She served as an inspiration to many librarians who serve young adults. This year's 10 winning titles are Bad Cree by Jessica Johns, Nihio Sucker Creek First Nation, published by Doubleday, a division of Penguin Random House. Chain Gang All-Stars by Nana Kwame Ajay Brenya and published by Pantheon Books, a division of Penguin Random House. Chlorine by Jade Song, published by William Morrow, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yaros, published by Red Tower Books, an imprint of Entangled Publishing. The Hard Parts, a memoir of courage and triumph. By Oksana Masters and published by Scribner, an imprint of Simon & Schuster. I Will Greet the Sun Again by Kashejar J. Kabushani, published by Hogarth Press, an imprint of Random House, a division of Penguin Random House. Mame by Jessica George. Published by St. Martin's Press, an imprint of St. Martin's Publishing Group. Starter Villain by John Scalzi. Published by Tor Books, an imprint of Tor Publishing Group, a division of Macmillan Publishing Group. The Talk, written and illustrated by Darren Bell. Published by Henry Holt and Company, a division of Macmillan Publishing Group. Whalefall by Daniel Krauss. Published by MTV Books and Atria Books, an imprint of Simon & Schuster. I would like to thank the Alex Award Chair, Dave Saya, and members of the Alex Award Committee for making this award possible. Please join us in recognizing their hard work. The Margaret A. Edwards Award was established in 1988 and honors an author and specific titles by that author for significant and lasting contribution to young adult literature. The award recognizes an author's work in helping adolescents become aware of themselves and addressing questions about their role and importance in relationships, society, and in the world. It is sponsored by School Library Journal. The award is named for Margaret A. Edwards, a pioneer in youth services. Through her work at the Enoch Pratt Free Library, Edwards demonstrated that only through literature would young adults move beyond themselves into a larger world. This year's winner of the Margaret A. Edwards Award for significant and lasting contribution to young adult literature is Neil Schusterman. For the Arc of Scythe trilogy, Everlost, Full Tilt, and Unwind, all published by Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Publishing Group. Bruiser and Challenger Deep, both published by Harper Teen, an imprint of HarperCollins Children's Publishers. And The Schwa Was Here, published by Dunton Children's Book, an imprint of Penguin Young Readers, a division of Penguin Random House. Thank you to the Margaret A. Edwards Award Committee Chair, Valerie Davis, and members of the committee. Would you please stand and be recognized? All right. The William C. Morris Award honors a book written for young adults by a first-time, previously unpublished author. The award's namesake is William C. Morris, an influential innovator in the publishing world and an advocate for marketing books for children and young adults. William, called Bill by his friends and colleagues, left an impressive mark on the field of children's and young adult literature. He was beloved in the publishing field and the library profession for his generosity and marvelous enthusiasm for promoting literature for children and teens. The William C. Morris Award Committee selected five finalists in December. They are All the Fighting Parts, written by Hannah V. Sawyer, published by Emilet Books, an imprint of Abrams. Once There Was, written by Kiash Monsef, published by Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers. Resball, written by Byron Graves, Written by Byron Graves of the Ojibwe, published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Saints of the Household, written by Ari Tyson. Published by Farrar, Straus, Giroux Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Macmillan Publishing Group. She is a Haunting, written by Trang Ton Tran. Published by Bloomsbury YA, a division of Bloomsbury Publishing Incorporated. The winner of the 2024 William C. Morris Award is Resball, written by Byron Graves. Written by Byron Graves of the Ojibwe, published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. I would like to thank the William C. Morris Award Committee for their efforts to select today's honorees. Will Morris Award Chair I'm going to slow down a little. Okay. Will Morris Award Chair Kim Cowan Farnsworth and the committee please stand and be recognized? The Excellence in Nonfiction Award honors the best nonfiction books published for young adults ages 12 to 18 each year. The award committee also selected 5 award finalists in December. They are Accountable, the true story of a racist social media account and the teenagers whose lives it changed. Written by Dashka Slater and published by Farrar, Straus, Giroux Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Macmillan Publishing Group. American Redux, visual stories from our dynamic history. Written and illustrated by Ariel Aberg-Rieger and published by Balzer and Bray, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Family Style, memories of an American from Vietnam. Written and illustrated by Tin Pham and published by First Second Books, an imprint of Roaring Brook Press and a division of Holtzbrinck Publishing. From Here, written by Luma Mufla. Published by Nancy Paulson Books, an imprint of Penguin Random House. Nearer My Freedom, the interesting life of Odalau Equiano by himself. Written by Monica Ettinger and Leslie Young and published by Zest Books, an imprint of Lerner Publishing Group, Inc. The winner of the 2024 Excellence in Nonfiction Award is Accountable, the true story of a racist society social media account and the teenagers whose lives it changed. Written by Dashka Slater and published by Farrar, Straus, Giroux Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Macmillan Publishing Group. I would like to thank this year's YALSA's Excellent in Nonfiction Committee for their efforts to select today's honorees. Will the Nonfiction Award Chair Janet Hilbun and the committee please stand and be recognized? All right. Okay. Don't get nervous. Our next award is the Michael L. Printz Award for Excellence in Young Adult Literature. The award was first given in 2000 and is named for the late Michael L. Printz, a Topeka, Kansas school librarian who had a passion for books and reading and a commitment to finding the right book for the right student. The award is administered by YALSA and sponsored by Booklist magazine. The committee chose 4 Printz honor books. They are Fire from the Sky, written by Moa Bakay Ust, translated by Ava Appelvist, and published by M. Carrito, an imprint of Levine Carrito. Gather, written by Kenneth M. Cadeau. published by Candlewick Press. The Girl I Am was and never will be a speculative memoir of transracial adoption. Written by Shannon Gibney and published by Dutton Books, an imprint of Penguin Random House. And Salt the Water, written by Candace Silo. Published by Dutton Books, an imprint of Penguin Random House. Okay. And now I am pleased to announce the winner of the Michael L. Printz Award for Excellence in Young Adult Literature is The Collector's Stories, edited by A.S. King, published by Dutton Books, an imprint of Penguin Random House. I would like to thank the Michael L. Printz Award Committee for their efforts to select today's honorees. Will Printz Award Chair Courtney Waters and the committee please stand and be recognized? The next award is the Pura Belpré Award, which honors Latinx writers and illustrators whose work best portrays, affirms, and celebrates the Latino cultural experience in outstanding works of literature for children and youth. I would like to now introduce David Lopez, President of Reforma, the National Association to Promote Library and Information Services to Latinos and Spanish-speaking, who will announce the awards in both English and Spanish.
Thank you, Colleen. It is an absolute pleasure to be here with you today. The Pura Belpré Award is co-sponsored by ALSC, YALSA, and Reforma, an affiliate of the American Library Association. Reforma works to recruit bilingual and bicultural library professionals and support staff, and supports the development of library services and programs that meet the needs of the Latino community. Now on with today's announcement, which I will present in both English and Spanish. All right. The committee chose 3 Pura Belpré honor books for illustration. El comité seleccionó 3 libros de honor Pura Belpré en la categoría de ilustración. Mi papá es un agrícola, my father the farm worker, ilustrado por José B. Ramírez, escrito por J. Roman Pérez Varela y publicado por LibLearnX. Papá's Magical Water Jug Clock, ilustrado por Eliza Kinks, escrito por Jesús Trejo y publicado por Minerva, sello de Astra Books for Young Readers, división de Astra Publishing House. And Remembering, ilustrado por Adriana M. García, escrito por Selena González y publicado por Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers, marca the Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing Division. And now I am pleased to announce the winner of the Pura Belpré Award for Illustration. Y ahora me complace anunciar el ganador del Premio Pura Belpré de Ilustración. Ready, y'all? Mexikid, a graphic memoir, ilustrado y escrito por Pedro Martín y publicado por The Dial Books for Young Readers, marca the Penguin Random House. The committee selected 5 Pura Belpré Children's Author Honor Books. El comité seleccionó 5 libros de honor Pura Belpré en la categoría de autor de libros infantiles. Alebrijes, escrito por Donna Barba Higuera y publicado por Ladín Querido. Aniana del Mar Jumps In, escrito por Jasmine Méndez y publicado por Dial Books for Young Readers, marca The Penguin Random House. Benita y las criaturas nocturnas, escrito por Mariana Llanos, ilustrado por Cocoreto y publicado por Barefoot Books. Papa's Magical Water Jug Clock, escrito por Jesús Trejo, ilustrado por Eliza Kinks y publicado por Minerva, sello de Astra Books for Young Readers, división de Astra Publishing House. Y Something Like Home, escrito por Andrea Beatriz Arango y publicado por Random House Children's Book, division de Penguin Random House. This year's Pura Belpré for Children's Book is, este año el ganador del premio Pura Belpré en la categoría de autor de libros infantiles es Mexicid, a graphic memoir, escrito e ilustrado por Pedro Martín y publicado por Dial Books for Young Readers, marca The Penguin Random House. The committee chose 2 Pura Belpré Young Adult Author Honor Books. El comité seleccionó 2 libros de honor Pura Belpré en la categoría de autor de libros para jóvenes adultos. The Prince and the Coyote, escrito por David Bowles y ilustrado por Amanda Mijangos y publicado por Arthur A. Levine, marca de Levine querido. Y Worm, a Cuban-American Odyssey, escrito e ilustrado por Edel Rodríguez y publicado por Metropolitan Books, marca de Henry Holt and Company. This year's Pura Belpré Young Adult Author winner is, este año el ganador del premio Pura Belpré en la categoría de autor de libros para jóvenes adultos es Saints of the Household, escrito por Ari Tyson y publicado por Farrar Straus Giroux Books for Young Readers, marca the Macmillan Publishing Group. Will Pura Belpré Award Chair Eileen Makoff and the committee please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your work. Gracias por todo su trabajo. I would now like to introduce Dr. Jonda C. McNair, President of the Association of Library Services to Children, who will announce the remainder of today's awards.
Thank you, David. Now, before I start, actually, since I'm last, I want to have a little bit of fun with you all. So I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm going to let you know up front that it's a trick question, okay? So the question is, what did I bring up to the podium with me? And it's not my water bottle. It's actually right here, whispered in this ear. It's my public speaking coach. And over here to the left is my toolbox, my invisible toolbox that he gave me. So it's a trick question because those things are invisible. So I'm going to be hearing him saying to me, those T's don't belong to you. It's not written, it's written. And look to the right, Jonda. You always look to the left. All right. The Association for Library Service to Children, also known as ALSC, supports its members in engaging communities to build healthy, successful futures for all children. Okay. I'm pleased to share the ALSC Children's Literature Lecture Award. Each year, an individual of distinction in the field of children's literature is chosen to deliver a distinguished lecture on behalf of ALSC. The lecturer prepares and presents an original paper that makes a significant contribution to children's literature. The 2025 ALSC Children's Literature Lecture Award will be delivered by Kyle Lukoff. Thank you. Thank you to the ALSC Children's Literature Lecture Award Committee for their work. Will Chair Jenna Friebel and the committee please stand and be recognized? Next is the Mildred L. Batchelder Award, which honors a U.S. publisher for the most outstanding children's book originating in a country other than the United States and in a language other than English, and subsequently translated into English for publication in the United States. There are 3 Batchelder Honor Books. This year's honor books are The House of the Lost on the Cape, published by Yonder, an imprint of Restless Books, written by Sachiko Kashiwaba, illustrated by Yukiko Sato, and translated by Avery Fisher Utagawa. Later, When I'm Big. Published by Erdmann's Books for Young Readers, written by Betta Vestera, illustrated by Matthias Dullio, and translated by Laura Watkinson. And Pardalita. Published by Levine Guarito, written and illustrated by Joanna Estrella, and translated by Lynn Miller-Lockman. This year's Mildred L. Batchelder Award goes to Houses with a Story, Dragon's Den, A Ghostly Mansion, A Library of Lost Books, and 30 More Amazing Places to Explore. Published by Amulet Books, an imprint of Abrams, written and illustrated by Seiji Yoshida, and translated by Jan Mitsuko Cash. I would like to thank Mildred L. Batchelder Award Chair, Chair Natalie Zarnick, and members of the committee for making today's selections possible. Would you please stand and be recognized? I would now like to present the Robert F. Sibert Medal. I know, I love this award too. The Sibert Medal honors the author and illustrator of the most distinguished informational book for children. Informational books are defined as those written and illustrated to present, organize, and interpret documentable, factual material for children. The committee chose 4 Sibert Honor books. The Book of Turtles, written by Cy Montgomery, illustrated by Matt Patterson, and published by Clarion Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Holding Her Own, The Exceptional Life of Jackie Orms, written by Tracy Ian Todd, illustrated by Shannon Wright, and published by Orchard Books, an imprint of Scholastic Inc. Jumper, A Day in the Life of the Backyard Jumping Spider, written and illustrated by Jessica Lannon and published by Roaring Brook Press, a division of Holtz Brink Publishing. And Shipwrecked, Diving for Hidden Time Capsules on the Ocean Floor, written by Martin W. Sandler and published by Astra Young Readers, an imprint of Astra Books for Young Readers, a division of Astra Publishing House. And now, I am pleased to announce that the winner of the Robert F. Sibert Medal for the most distinguished informational book is The Mona Lisa Vanishes, a legendary painter, a shocking heist, and the birth of a global celebrity. Written by Nicholas Day, illustrated by Brett Hellquist, and published by Random House Studio, an imprint of Random House Children's Books, a division of Penguin Random House. I would like to thank Robert F. Sibert Medal Chair Joyce R. Leosa and the committee for today's selection. Thank you for your work. Would you please stand and be recognized? Now I would like to present the Odyssey Award, given annually to the producer of the best audiobook for children or young adults available in English in the United States. The Odyssey Award is jointly administered by the Association for Library Service to Children and Young Adults Library Services Association, both divisions of the American Library Association, and is sponsored by Booklist magazine. The committee chose 5 Odyssey Honor audiobooks: Chinese Menu, the history, myths, and legends behind your favorite foods, produced by Janae Harvey for Hachette Audio, written by Grace Lynn and narrated by Lisa Ling. Mexikid, a graphic memoir, produced by Diane McKernan and Olivia Langan for Penguin Random House Audio Publishing Group, written by Pedro Martin and narrated by a full cast. Once There Was, produced by Allison Light for Simon & Schuster Audio, written by Kesov Monsef and narrated by Nikki Massoud. Sisters of the Lost Marsh, produced by Paul R. Gagne for Scholastic Audio, written and narrated by Lucy Strange. And Stateless, produced by Elise Green and Dennis Kao for Hachette Audiobooks, written by Elizabeth Ween and narrated by Moira Quirk. I am pleased to announce the winners of the Odyssey Award for the best audiobook produced for children and for young adults. The Children's Award goes to El Defo. Produced by Maddie Argyropoulos for Listening Library, an imprint of Penguin Random House Audio, written by Cece Bell and narrated by a full cast.
It's party time! But hurry, you've only got about 15 minutes.
My classmates are having the time of their lives. I think about joining them, but I've got an important job to do. So I watch and I listen.
I'll go into my bubble and access my all-powerful equipment there.
For the first time ever, El Defo uses her superpowers for the good of others.
And the Young Adult Award goes to Promise Boys. Produced by Macmillan Young Listeners, a Macmillan audio production from Henry Holt and Company, written by Nick Brooks and narrated by a full cast.
Seems like being on the throne is dangerous, I say. Exhausting, he answers. He sounds so tired. I scoot over a little bit and rest my head on his shoulder, like I used to. My brother doesn't move away.
Nobody. I can't say anything. I have too much to lose. Sometimes the key to survival is staying invisible.
I would like to thank the Odyssey Award Committee for their efforts to select today's honorees. Will Odyssey Award Chair Kirby McCurtis and the committee please stand and be recognized? Next up, the Excellence in Early Learning Digital Media Award, which is given to the producer of the most distinguished digital media for an early learning audience produced in the United States during the preceding year. The committee selected one Excellence in Early Learning Digital Media honor title, Jammin' on the Job, produced by PBS North Carolina for PBS Kids. And the winner of the Excellence in Early Learning Digital Media Award is Work It Out Wombats, produced by GBH Kids and Pipeline Studios. I would like to thank the Excellence in Early Learning Digital Media Award Chair, Maria Vega, and members of her committee for today's selections. Thank you for your work. Would you please stand and be recognized? I am now pleased to share the announcement of the Children's Literature Legacy Award, which honors an author or illustrator whose books published in the United States have made, over a period of years, a significant and lasting contribution to literature for children through books that demonstrate integrity and respect for all children's lives and experiences. This year's recipient is Pam Munoz-Ryan. I would like to thank Children's Literature Legacy Award Chair Caroline Ward and members of the committee for their work in making today's selection possible. Please stand and be recognized. Our next award is the Theodore Seuss Geisel Award. The Theodore Seuss Geisel Award honors the author and illustrator of a book for beginning readers who demonstrate great creativity and imagination in their literary and artistic achievements to engage children in reading. The award committee has selected 2 Geisel honor books. Henry, Like Always. Written by Jen Bailey, illustrated by Mika Song, and published by Chronicle Books. And Worm and Caterpillar are friends. Written and illustrated by Kaz Witness, and published by Simon Spotlight, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing Division. And this year's Theodore Seuss Geisel Award goes to Fox Has a Problem. Written and illustrated by Corey R. Tabor and published by Balzer and Bray, an imprint of HarperCollins. I would like to thank Theodore Seuss Geisel Award Chair Gwen Vanderhaeg and members of the committee for today's selections. Thank you for your work. Please stand and be recognized. Okay, that's it. I'm just kidding. And now for the announcements of ALA and ALSCA's oldest and most widely known awards, the Caldecott and Newbery medals. Saving the best for last, right? First awarded in 1938 in honor of the 19th century English illustrator Randolph Caldecott, the Caldecott Medal is awarded to the artist of the most distinguished American picture book for children published in the U.S. during the previous year. The committee has chosen 4 Caldecott honor books. In Every Life, illustrated and written by Marla Frazee, and published by Beach Lane Books, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing Division. Jovita Wore Pants, the story of a Mexican freedom fighter. Illustrated by Molly Mendoza, written by Aida Salazar, and published by Scholastic Press, an imprint of Scholastic Inc. There Was a Party for Langston. Illustrated by Jerome Pumphrey and Jared Pumphrey. Written by Jason Reynolds and published by Caitlin DeLuey Books, Athenaeum. Sorry, I did. Books for young readers, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing. and The Truth About Dragons. Illustrated by Hannah Cha, written by Julie Long, and published by Henry Holt and Company, an imprint of Macmillan Publishing Group. The winner of this year's Randolph Caldecott Medal for Outstanding Illustration of a Children's Book is Big. Illustrated and written by Vashti Harrison and published by Little Brown and Company, a division of Hachette Book Group, Inc. Will the Randolph Caldecott Medal Chair, Kathy L. Meisner, and members of the committee please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for your good work. And finally, the John Newbery Medal. First awarded over 100 years ago in 1922 and named after 18th century British bookseller John Newbery, this medal is awarded annually to the author of the most distinguished book for children published in the U.S. during the previous year. 5 titles have been named Newbery Honor Books. I knew that would make you all happy. We love honors, though. Eagle Drums. Written and illustrated by Nasser Grock Rainey Hobson, Inupec, and published by Roaring Brook Press, a division of Holt Sprint Publishing. Elf Dog and Owl Head. Written by M.T. Anderson, illustrated by June Yi Wu, and published by Candlewick Press. Mexikid, a graphic memoir. Written and illustrated by Pedro Martin and published by Dial Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Penguin Random House. Simon Sorta Says, written by Aaron Bowe and published by Disney Hyperion, an imprint of Buena Vista Books. And The Many Assassinations of Samir, The Seller of Dreams, written by Daniel Nayeri, illustrated by Daniel Mayares, and published by Arthur A. Levine, an imprint of Levine Corrido. And now, the winner of this year's John Newbery Medal for the year's most distinguished contribution to American literature for children is The Eyes and the Impossible. Written by Dave Eggers, illustrated by Sean Harris, and published simultaneously by Alfred A. Knopf, an imprint of Random House Children's Books, a division of Penguin Random House and McSweeney's. Will the John Newbery Medal Chair, Amber Krieger, and the committee please stand and be recognized? And now, back to you, Emily.
Thank you all so very much for joining us today. I want to again thank all of our Youth Media Award committees and their chairs for making today's announcements possible. Congratulations on a job well done. I've got a lot to read when I get off this stage. For a complete list of today's winners, please visit the ALA Youth Media Awards webcast page at ala.unicron.com. Additional award information and links to award press releases will also post to ilovelibraries.org later today. Thank you and happy reading.